Hey, what's up guys? Devil Dog Gamer here, and we're back with more Battlefield weapon loadouts, and you guys have been asking for the MTAR-21, and I'm bringing it to you. This is one of my favorite carbines. I love this thing. It is perfect weapon for close quarter combat. Before we get into talking about how it is in Battlefield 4, we're of course going to talk about it in real life because it's made by one of my favorite companies and one of my favorite nations. Alright. It's no big surprise that I'm a fan of Israel. I like what Israel does. They're fucking beasts at war, and what they do is just perfect. They are an awesome fighting force, and when they need a weapon, they build the weapon specifically for what they need it. It is not just built for an all-around thing. It is built for a certain purpose. Israel has a thing where they fight in a lot of close quarter, mount type scenarios. It's all urban, and when dealing with an urban combat environment, the bigger a weapon is, the more bulky, the more clumsy it is, the more you're at a disadvantage moving from room to room inside buildings. You gotta remember, you're moving these weapons around corners, around objects, through doors, in and out very quickly. It's all speed and action and violence of force. You have to have a weapon built around that. You can't just take a fucking, M14 and just roll through a fucking door and expect you're gonna be able to clear those corners fast enough. It's not gonna happen. You have to have a weapon built for this. Now, the MTAR-21 is actually the shortened carbine version of the TAR-21, which was built by IMI Industries, the same people that made the Desert Eagle. They're very famous around Israel. They build a lot of Israel's weapon systems, and they're pretty famous. Now, the TAR-21 was built to replace the M4, M16 because they're too bulky, and you need a Bullpup type rifle, which this is, and a Bullpup type rifle is where the magazine and the action of the weapon is behind the trigger group, and which pretty much shortens the weapon length overall and allows it for a much more compact, manageable system that you can deal with, especially in a mount type scenario. It's very easy to use. Reloading is a different story. We'll cover that whenever I feel like it, but it's a Bullpup weapon system. It's very easy to use and very easy to manage, especially in mount situations. Now, the MTAR-21 is the carbine version of the TAR-21. It's the shortened version. And now what it was actually designed for is special forces groups that have to go in and out of buildings very quickly and, be able to clear rooms fast, get in and out. And also groups that are inside vehicles a lot, because the Israeli military is a mechanized force, heavily mechanized force. So having a rifle that's small enough to get in and out of vehicles very quickly is very important, and the MTAR-21 was designed for that. It's very short, very compact, very easy, light. Doesn't hamper your movement whatsoever. You can jump in and out of vehicles, move around in helicopters, in and out of helicopters very easily. That's what this weapon system was designed for. Now, it is a great weapon system. I've actually had the opportunity to fire an actual TAR because they've hit the civilian market now. I liked it a lot. I wish I had the money to afford one because they are fucking awesome. They are really good weapons. Blows any AR M16 platform out of the water completely. I would love to have one of these. I'm telling you that right now. So Christmas is coming up. Wink, 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 wink. Come on, send me a TAR. Let's do this. So, anyways, now in Battlefield 4, I feel that this is one of the weapon systems that they really caught the feel of. It really feels like the weapon system. Like, I really feel like I'm using it. The rate of fire, 800 to 900 rounds per minute, perfectly captured. One of the things I do wish they actually did with Battlefield 4 is I wish they put the 9mm version into the PDW category. This is the 5.56 version of it, but there is also a 9mm version of the MTAR-21, and I really wish that would have been thrown into the PDW category. I mean, it could have been the easiest thing in the world. You keep the actual fucking model of the weapon, you just change its damage output and range and shit. I mean, it's probably fucking take 5 minutes. So DICE, if you're watching, do that, make that happen. It's very easy. This weapon is, because of its rate of fire and its overall length, and how short it is very hard to control in real life. It is not a controllable weapon on full auto, like any other weapon. Any weapon you throw on full auto is not going to be a fucking laser rifle. This is the real world we're talking about. There's a lot of, it's all physics and everything, all kinds of shit. I feel like they really got the feel of this because it is uncontrollable on full auto. It is good at close quarter, but this is not a long range or a medium range weapon. This is good for going in a room and clearing people out. It has the rate of fire to actually just sweep through hallways and murder people. The two attachment setups I've picked the most. Stubby grip, of course, I only use stubby grip. The reflex sight is perfect for the up close and personal, being able to acquire targets quickly. I pretty much only use the reflex sight on this. I've used other things, didn't like them. I stick with the reflex. The iron sights for this are actually good too, which is an option. Muzzle brake is good for the medium, you know, if you're going to reach out a little farther than that close range stuff, because it gives you that accuracy to burst fire, and it kind of keeps that recoil down to where you can still kind of stay on target while burst firing and be able to drop stuff. But at full auto blast, it's all over the place. So that's an option you can have if the level permits it, and that it's, you know, the level's designed around that, to, you know, the close and medium stuff. The muzzle brake was probably going to be your route to go for. Now the suppressor is for that up close and personal, where you're going to run around and just get in people's faces and absolutely just murder them at close range. The suppressor is perfect for it. Hides you from the mini map. Keeps, you know, your shots on target. It's perfect. I like it. This is one of the few weapon systems I'll actually roll a suppressor on, because I usually don't, because the weapon at some point in time needs a muzzle brake or something else to help compensate for a flaw in some way, shape, or form. But I play the MTAR to its strengths and weaknesses, which is up close and personal, and the suppressor just is one of those weapon systems I just throw on there. Now, laser sight, because I do use it as an up close and personal, that extra hip fire accuracy is needed, so I throw a laser sight on there. There are, you know, you can roll flashlights, you know, you want to blind people, laser light combo, whatever, but I just usually use the laser sight and just get up in people's faces with it. This weapon is one of my favorite weapons in Battlefield 4. I love it. If I'm rolling anything engineer type, or, you know, need to get in people's faces and you know, just clear out rooms and shit, this is the weapons that I'm using majority of the time. I love this thing. I'm so happy it came in the DLC. This is an awesome weapon, and I really cannot stress enough how great I feel it is, and it just captures the overall feel of the weapon and brings it to life in Battlefield 4. But we're going to continue doing the loadouts. I got a few more weapons planned, and we're going to go on and, you know, spread some knowledge and help some people out, you know, give some options in Battlefield 4. But as always, if you have any idea of, you know, you want me to use any weapon system, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to add your favorite attachments. Slow, slow. Forward. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Forward, forward again, forward again, forward again, forward again. One down. There's one more in the corner. Back up. Back up. He's in that corner. Back up, back up, back up, back up. He's in the corner. Okay, can you back it up towards so I can actually get a shot? Yeah. Like turn it around 180 it. I'll get an angle on him. And then like pretty much